Good evening. We want to come and talk with members of our community about the issues related to our storm. I'm Stephen Reed, Mayor of the City of Montgomery. We're proud to have some of our partners who've been helping us from the City of Montgomery, Alabama Power, as well as our EMA, who will be speaking on various issues this evening. First, we want to be grateful that so far we don't have any fatalities from today's storms. We know that there has been a disruption and discomfort by thousands of residents due to the winds and the rain that have come in this morning and this afternoon. We know that's caused a lot of property damage, a lot of inconvenience, but thankfully it has not cost any lives that we have on record as of yet. We're grateful for all of our first responders for the work that they have done all day today, getting out at the very first call all around the city and responding to emergency and non-emergency calls as needed. We're grateful for great neighbors who have been there to help someone on their street or someone on their block get out of their home, get out of their car, make sure they did not walk into a power line or any type of danger that they may have either by driving or walking in the wrong place. So we're grateful for all the collaboration that we've had throughout the city. But we want to say that as of this minute, we are starting to see some small steps in progress. Just a few minutes ago, we were at about 8,000 people who were without power. Thanks to our partners with Alabama Power and again, partners throughout this community, we're now down to 5,000. Now, we all want that to get down to zero, and I'm sure no one wants that to get down to zero more than someone who's without power to heat their home, to have a home-cooked meal, or to make sure that they're in the comfort in their own space. We're working as much as we can with our partners where that's concerned, and there'll be some comments on that specifically. But first, we want to make sure that everyone understands that this is a safety-first operation. Safety stands at the forefront of what we are doing, and it has throughout this day. We want you to know that this response is ongoing and will be throughout the night into the morning until regular interaction is resumed, and we'll continue to do that with all the partners that you see here. But we know that for each and every person, every minute counts, every hour counts. And so by working with Montgomery Police Department, Montgomery Fire Rescue, our Emergency Management Agency, both with the city and county, and working with our partners at Alabama Power and Spectrum, and many, many others, we have made some progress with much more to come. So with that, I want to make sure that I turn it over this time to our representative, Major Rucker, from Montgomery Police Department, just talking a little bit about traffic, how things are going on I-85, which we know was shut down for some time, how they're going through our other parts of the city, and to address just traffic enforcement and safety where that's concerned. And then we'll also get into public works, emergency management, and we'll hear from our representative from Alabama Power, Anita Archie. So at this time, Major Rucker, I'll turn it over to you. All right, thank you.
Good evening. I'm Major Rucker with the Montgomery Police Department. Currently, I-85 northbound and I-85 southbound are currently closed due to work going on in that area. What we ask you to do is we ask you, if possible, to avoid this area. The current detours on I-85 south is to get off on the ramp on 85 south. You continue your traffic on 85 south with officers' direction at the top of the ramp. I-85 northbound is now closed as well. At this time, we're asking that you get off on Eastern Boulevard, and if you have to come back and try to get on 85, we're asking you to go down to Taylor Road or Troy Highway and Vaughn Road. At this time, we have crews in the area. Please follow directions of officers, and it's all about safety at this point. Listen to those that are out, and we'll get you to the appropriate place you need to be. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Patrick Dunson. I'm the Public Works Director for the City of Montgomery. Just a little update on where we stand with problems within the city. At one time today, we had well over 100 trees that had fallen into our public rights of ways, blocking streets, blocking sidewalks, trapping people in the driveways, things of that nature. At this time, I'm glad to report that we have gotten that number down to roughly about 12 that still remain to be removed. We've been working very diligently with our partners with Alabama Power, because as you know, many times when these trees fall, they take with them power lines, and so we worked hand in hand with Alabama Power from a safety standpoint to make sure that those power lines are de-energized before we get crews in there to cut up the tree and remove the debris. One of the things I wanted to kind of point out about the debris itself, one of our key goals that we're working through right now as we talk about removing and clearing those trees is we're actually cutting those and removing them from blocking the roadways. Our first objective is to get the roadways open so that the public can move through up and down the roadways as well as emergency vehicles. So in the morning when you're driving through these neighborhoods, you'll see piles of debris on the side side of the street. But we will have crews back again tomorrow, and we'll start debris removal from all that remaining tree debris that's on the side of the roads. And so I think that's a big accomplishment, and the crew's been working very hard all day long. So thank you.
My name is Wade Lyles, Montgomery City County Emergency Management Agency. So we ask that any citizens are out there that have they see trees down, they see power lines down, to please contact our 311. 311 is going to be open all night tonight, and then we will direct those calls to their appropriate departments. Additionally, with the 5,000 customers that are currently without power, our warming center is open at 7 p.m. tonight until 11 a.m. tomorrow at the Crump Center at 1751 W.L. Congressman Dickinson Drive. And then if operations need to continue to expand, we will. But don't stay at home, don't freeze. Tonight's temperatures are going to get very cold. It will be in the early 20s first thing tomorrow morning. So please come use it if you need us. We will have refreshments and everything there with. That's all I have.
Again, I'm Anita Archie with Alabama Power, and what we know that severe weather can cause a lot of disruption in folks' lives, and we understand that. Our main concern is definitely your safety and comfort. With the temperatures dropping tonight and with the winds, we want to make sure that you have that safety and comfort. Montgomery was one of the hardest hit areas for this, with down power lines and also with the wind and with the trees being down. But we want to assure you that we're going to work throughout the night to make sure your power is turned back on as quickly as possible. As the mayor stated earlier, we have about approximately 5,000 customers that are still without power. We're working very hard with that. We have been heavily engaged with Interstate I-85, making sure that we get that clear, as well as trying to make sure that our power is turned back on to our residents. So rest assured, we're going to be working through the night. We have additional 500 resources that have come to the area to help us with this incident. But one of the things we want to make sure that you are aware of, please stay safe. Do not try to go and approach a live wire. Do not go and interfere with any of the work that's going on in the neighborhood, because we want to make sure that you're safe. So we are here for you. We understand the importance of making sure that your power is turned back on, and we've been working greatly here with our partners here with the city of Montgomery and other folks here collaborating on those efforts.
Just to conclude, we want to thank everyone that's here on the stage again: Montgomery Police Department, Montgomery Fire Rescue, EMA, Alabama Power, our Public Works Department, and most of all, our residents throughout this city. We're grateful for all the work that you all have been doing, all the pictures, all the texts, all the calls. Thank you for that. It's helping us identify some of the areas, and it's giving us some guidance where things are concerned. As has been stated here tonight, we want you to remain safe this evening. We know that there's a lot of inconvenience for many people, and just know that we're working feverishly to address that. Our biggest goal right now is to make sure that each and every resident that's been impacted has that fixed as soon as we can. And so working with our partners here on this stage, we're going to do that throughout the night. So just know that is taking place. Again, we don't want anyone to take matters into their own hands where this is concerned. If you see an issue, please report it. If it's a non-emergency issue, call 311. If you feel like it's an urgent, an emergency issue, then dial 911. But again, we want to make sure our first responders are responding to emergency calls first, and they can help our partners with Alabama Power and others do the things that they can do to get you back in your homes, to get the power back on, to get your internet back on, and all the things that people need and expect in their daily lives here in the city of Montgomery. So with that said, that will conclude our remarks, but I'll open up for any questions that the press may have at this time.
Yes, sir. So you said people with damaged property can contact 311. Do they have any other resources, people they can reach out to, places they can go?
One of the things, as I rode around town and seen, a lot of the damage I've seen is obviously trees down. The city's going to handle and remove any debris within the public rights-of-way. So we're going to handle those trees. Now, there's a lot of trees that are on private property. Generally, those are the private property owner's responsibility to take care of. But there are resources out there like the Montgomery Baptist Association. I think 311 is going to have their contact information and try to make those connections so that they have a large group of volunteers that come out and help remove some of that debris, cut up trees and that sort of stuff. So I think if it's on trees removal on private property, I think the best thing is to call 311, let them put those individuals in touch with the Montgomery Baptist Association so they can help them. So.
And I know, biggest thing is avoiding, I-85 for right now. They have everything's fixed. Any estimate on how long until 85 becomes accessible again?
At this particular time, due to the nature of the incident, right now it being closed, we haven't determined an hour when it may be open. It just depends on how fast the work goes and what conditions are out there, what they find.
And just regarding Mormon Station, I know y'all mentioned Crump Community Center. Y'all just opened that up, a little under an hour ago. Is there anywhere else throughout the city that people can go in the event that maybe there's something closer, or if Crump Community Center ends up filling up?
Yeah, so no, sir. At this time, the only place open is the Crump Center.
I know y'all addressed how many are still without power. Do you have any time frame on when, on when everyone's lights are going to be back on?
We have additional crews in, like earlier stated, about 500 additional crews that are here. It is our goal to work throughout the night to try to have the power back on, hopefully by first thing, hopefully by first thing in the morning. Right now we have an estimated resolution time to be approximately around 5:00 a.m. But again, we don't know what we may be dealing with. It may be other critical issues that may pop up. So we're hoping, we know for a fact that pretty much some people are going to be coming online tonight. Some may not be coming online tonight, but we hopefully will have everyone back on as quickly as possible, hopefully by 5 a.m. But if not, we're working as quickly as we can to get the issue resolved.
Just to say one last thing, we will have hourly updates as things progress that we'll be sending out through our EMA. So just stay aware of our city, social media, our formal city sites, all of our communication through press releases, through text, all those things. We're going to try to get the word out as quickly as we can with any progress and any movement that's being made. And we'll continue to work with Alabama Power and EMA to make sure residents are informed of the progress that's coming by the hour between now and tomorrow morning. So with that, we'll have an update in the morning, and that will conclude this session for tonight. Thanks so much.
Thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Yes, sir.
I'm going to call you because I'm going to need an update.